Alrighty. So welcome back to the No Nonsense Podcast. This is episode 31. Unfortunately, we're a man down today, but we'll pick up the slack. Today we'll be covering NFL topics, NBA topics. We'll throw in a couple heated discussions about certain players and pick'ems, and then we'll jump into Trent's discussion between our nightly pick'em for tomorrow. We'll throw a parlay piece in, and we'll get this going. So let's just jump right into the NFL. I know this is a topic that people are just kind of waiting for. I think it's going to shake up the offseason, but let's talk about the QB discussion. And you guys got any bold predictions, or where do you think some of these big name quarterbacks go?
Saying Tom Brady's going to the Raiders. See it happening. I mean, I know it kind of sizzled out. I think the odds, if you've been keeping up with the odds, I mean, I don't know who's really betting that. If you're betting that, you have a problem. But I think the favorite is for him to go to the 49ers, which at that point, bro, they have a quarterback situation there. What would you guys do if they signed Tom Brady? What do you think's happening to Trey Lance?
Trey Lance would
and
be
Brock
a part of
Purdy?
Trey Lance would be a part of that deal. He would end up going to Tampa. Period. If they're getting Tom Brady, you're trading. Tom Brady's on contract, ain't he? He's not a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Yeah, he's a free agent. Yeah, that's why I was like, hold up, wait.
If I was them, I would, because Purdy's hurt, I would not rush his ass back.
UCL injury, that was it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, I mean, I don't want to speak of it because I'm not a fucking doctor, but I know people were cooking the fuck out of him because he couldn't throw a ball, but Bryce Harper was hitting like nukes in the playoffs with the same injury.
But Bryce Harper didn't get injured during that game, was hitting dingers. Let's not do that.
Nah, he got hurt like in the playoffs, and then he played through the playoffs with the same injury.
Yeah, but like I'm sure like Brock Purdy could have been more effective like the next day than he was. Because apparently that's like you have no feeling from your nerve to your finger. So like squeezing the ball at the throw downfield, I could see that being a problem.
Nah, I would get the value out of Trey Lance. I mean, maybe he's cursed to play for the 49ers. It ain't him.
I mean, you could say that, but like, there's been other players. This was his second year, right? First year he had to sit behind
Jimmy
G. So like, I mean, it's tough though because you could say the same thing for like Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, like those players. They missed a whole year because of injury. So I'm not gonna say he's like cursed. It's just bad luck. Like
they didn't have someone that could take their position. This is like the best case worst. Like best and worst case scenario at the same time. You got, I mean, most cases when your star rookie goes down, your season goes down.
Markelle Fultz. There you go.
Yeah, but the basketball's so interchangeable. I mean, that quarterback position. I mean, usually if Trey Lance would have went down, that should have been the team drafting for like first or second in the fucking NFL.
You're right. I agree with you. Donovan, did you do your due diligence over there and look it up?
What? About Tom Brady?
I saw you going crazy over there typing it up.
Yeah. He's done. For some reason I thought he signed a contract this year that tied him to 2023, but it was only a 1 year, not a 2 year.
You think?
I'm tripping. Think about what?
Just that whole thing, Tom Brady or any other quarterback that you like.
He's going to Miami, bro.
I think Derek Carr goes to the Jets.
The Jets.
I
think Derek Carr goes to the Jets.
Yep.
I think
sayonara.
I think the Jets brought in Phil Hackett, which was a dumb fucking hire for the same reason the Broncos did, to bring in Aaron Rodgers.
And they'll trade for Aaron.
Yeah, but if Aaron didn't want to go to fucking Denver, he damn sure not gonna want to go to the Jets. Like, and have to play Josh Allen in Miami twice a year, and Miami just fucking got Vic Fangio. Like, that's gonna be another stout defense, and you got Josh Allen twice a year. He's not gonna do that. I think Aaron Rodgers takes his ass down to Tampa and wants to fight in that shit ass division rather than going to a good division. So
Rodgers would have to get traded though, correct?
Yeah, Rodgers would have to get traded, but
damn, Donna, we're on the opposite wavelengths. Usually we're on the same.
What do you think? Rodgers goes to?
I think if you go from top to bottom, I think Brady goes to Miami.
I think but they already spoke out saying they weren't looking at him.
It's lying season, bro. They say whatever they need to say.
Yeah, it's whatever they can kind of.
Washington already said Sam Howell's our quarterback next year, but I guarantee you, if we can land one of these guys, we'll be
Dude, yeah, and I saw reports now they're taking their verbiage back. They're saying we're going to give them the best chance to win the starting position. So I think Carr
give someone the best chance to win.
I think
Like,
Carr
they're
goes to
gonna
the
draft.
Redskins. Carr will be going to the Redskins. I think you see Aaron Rodgers going to New York because they're already
Or the
talking about
Commanders,
him.
by the way.
Well, whatever. I think Aaron Rodgers, they're already talking about he thinks he can turn Garrett Wilson into like a Devontae Adams, the rumors. So he'll go there. I think Tom goes to Miami. I don't give a shit what they say because they turned their backs on Tua when they were trying to go all in for Deshaun. It doesn't surprise me if they're going to go for Tom.
Yeah. Especially when you look at what Tua did the last half of the season. He got that second major concussion. Like, he
Yep.
gets another one of them. That's his career.
And
Like,
then I
it's not
see,
even like fuck Tua at this point. It's like, this is a franchise. They have their own shit they got to deal
and they
with.
got talent to win now. So
Right. They
I
do have
also
win
see
now talent.
Tannehill going to Tampa. I think that's the guy who goes to Tampa.
He's under
they're-
contract this year.
Tampa's going
They're going
downhill.
to move on. They're moving on from him.
And do what at quarterback?
You know who they're going with.
Fuck no, that's disgusting.
I mean, they drafted him.
I don't. Yeah, they spent what, a third on him. That does not mean he's got to play this soon.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Tannehill's in Tennessee for one more year at least.
I mean, I don't really see them doing anything spectacular anyway, especially with the way the league's shaping out right now. They're not a top contending team.
No. They have talent. It's just it's kind of all expiring. They might as well start rebuilding.
I mean, their talent just isn't like the other talent, really.
True. True. Oh, I guess the last one. I mean, I wish Johnny was here. I guess the one that we're really not even considering is Lamar going to be on the Ravens.
Because he's staying.
I mean, when we talked to Johnny, obviously on the last pod too, I think he touched on it. He's saying he thinks Lamar's going to resign.
He's
So,
going to.
All
I
this
still
is
think
just going to be
they're
blowing
still
smoke.
lying, bro.
I think
I think they're still blowing smoke.
I think they franchise tag him.
I see that too, but I think this year or this season around, you ain't going to see him play. You're just going to see him just hold out.
I don't know, but that's kind of like wasted years in his prime.
On a
I
quarterback,
mean,
that
like-
shit don't matter.
Yeah,
I mean-
and on top of it,
Still.
I could already see the movement. I mean, his ass didn't come back.
Yeah, I think it matters though, because like you got to look at like Deshaun Watson, like not playing football. It's not like just riding a bike. You're not gonna just come back in and be the man again. Like it's gonna take some time. You're gonna need to go through a mini camp, preseason, like to really get your feet wet and be dominant.
Yeah, I mean,
I hear
I agree with what you're saying, but pay me my money.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree.
I think he plays regardless. Because franchise tag, he'd still make like fucking what, like $38 million.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck that. That's 30. I mean, it sounds so you getting paid that top money, but he's already gonna get paid that top money. Why get hurt? Fuck all that.
Well, hold on. Didn't the salary cap just go up?
Yeah,
What's it sitting at right now?
fuck. Went up 16, so it was like 222, 223, something like
I
that.
have no clue.
A lot of money.
Yeah, it's dumb money.
All right, well let's switch over to I think the hot topic right now in the NFL is coach hires.
Whew.
There's a couple I just didn't expect.
I didn't see the Sean Payton at all. I mean, I
didn't-
know it was
didn't expect
rumored.
the D'Amico either, bro.
The D'Amico shit, that's what fucked my head up because I'm not leaving San Francisco to go fuck my career up in Houston.
Dude, he's going backwards now. I mean, it's sweet
Yeah.
you're a head coach, but
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. My notes on him are literally. Hold on, let me get to it.
I'm
My
happy
notes,
for
my
him.
notes on D'Amico Ryans are literally team sucks. Don't let him be the fall guy and ruin his career.
That's what's gonna happen.
Like that's the scariest shit to me. Like he's gonna go down there and it's just gonna crumble because the team is bad.
Yep.
And by the time he leaves, he might start building something. But by the time he leaves, they won't be any good in
Nope.
3 years. But yeah, that team needs a head coach that can spend 5 to 10 years there to develop something. But that was
Trey?
one that surprised me.
No, like I said, it was a Sean Payton because I knew that was rumored he was going to make a comeback, but I just didn't see him going to that team, and didn't see the Kellen Moore signing come. I know we talked to me and Donovan are in a group chat with Tyson, and we talked to him about it, and he was not happy about that.
Where
But
do you go, the
just-
Chargers?
It's a shit. Yeah, it's a shit signing.
but I could actually see it working.
He's an alright offensive coordinator.
You're the
I'm
one-
in-
yeah.
I'm interested. I want to see how that plays out with Herbert.
Did they fire their head coach?
No,
What's his face?
Staley's there.
Doesn't he make the calls for the offense anyways?
No, Joe Lombardi. Staley's a defensive mind.
Oh yeah.
Lombardi, they fired Joe Lombardi after the playoff game after he blew it. They said, "Bro, get out."
Hell yeah.
You ran the ball 3 times in the second half. You got to go.
Hell yeah.
So they brought in Kellen Moore, who I mean, just situational awareness with this guy is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like you got Zeke and Tony Pollard back here. Dak is throwing the ball 50 fucking times a game. I hate Kellen Moore. I loved him in Dallas because he constantly found a way to keep them in games that they should be blowing teams out of. But he's garbage in my opinion.
So who's filling his spot? Are they having it?
They haven't filled his spot yet. They haven't. I would expect it to be Leftwich.
Leftwich?
Yeah, Jerry Jones likes big
Yeah,
flashy
I
names.
thought I thought he was gonna get a head coaching job.
Mm-mm. Not after the shit performance he put up this
Yeah,
year.
I think he torched that.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have to spend time to do it again. But again, I think he goes to Dallas. Jerry Jones loves them big names. So
All right.
yeah. The one that was the weird signing to me that like is your team though, Ant, was Frank Reich. I just think that one was he's good with young quarterbacks, mid quarterbacks, and he makes them look better than they are. Like you could tell me I'm wrong, but I feel like his teams just don't ever perform.
Well, I would say this. I think we're in like an awkward spot whether our I mean, we have talents. I don't know if our owner thinks we're rebuilding or he just has to play it safe this time because the more I thought about it, what coach would have been like the super like hell yeah, we got a great signing? Because I don't really other than Sean Payton, but
D'Amico Ryans.
uh, the thing is what we're missing is
You
not
wanted an
defense.
offense. You wanted an offensive mind. I
Yeah,
get it.
not
I
even
get
that. We
it.
just need a quarterback molding mind. I'm not
Right.
saying Frank Reich is that,
Well,
but
you've seen that D'Amico's bringing that quarterbacks coach with him to make him his OC from San Fran.
I mean that's sweet.
If he'd have
But
brought, if he got to do that in Carolina, I mean, that quarterback he made everybody look good.
I mean that's sweet. But I also think Kyle Shanahan made everyone look sweet.
I
So
mean, that quarterbacks coach got a lot to do with that, though.
yeah, the Frank they're just playing it safe because that Matt Rule signing was like what fucked us from getting a young like
Yeah.
superstar coach.
That was the home run swing. It didn't pan
Yeah,
out.
and he just trashed it. So I'm not gonna say this is like, hey, this is gonna make Charlotte like on the map, but it's like the safe signing because we're
I
still
Scale to
I
1 to
agree with
10.
that.
How do you like it?
5.
It's safe. It's mid. It's
I'm not
yeah.
gonna say it's one. I'm not gonna say it's one because I saw the dude's record with like coaching QBs. I'm not saying he's a horrible coach, but the dude has some sort of mind when it comes to that shit. He's
I
gonna
mean,
run the
yeah,
ball.
you got to think what he did with Carson Wentz as a rookie.
I
And
hope
then,
we fucking are smart.
yeah,
Yo, you know what we should really do? I hope we're smart.
trade
And we
up,
fucking
trade
either
up.
go for CJ. I heard we're like all in on him. I don't mind that. But if not, I hope
You
we
got the
fucking
draft capital.
what I want is I want us to fucking give Matt Corral one fucking shot this year under Franks, and then I want us to draft that fucking RB from Texas.
I'm not gonna lie to you. No, you don't need Bijan Robinson.
Dude, because they're talking about like Donta Foreman wants a little bit more money, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean he was
but
great, but
I forgot you guys drafted Matt Corral last year. That'll be
yeah,
that'll be
man,
fun. I forgot about that.
that's what I'm saying. Like we do, I love CJ
Remember, we
Stroud.
were in Miami and you were hype about that.
I was. So I'm cool CJ Stroud, but I don't want us to give up everything like the farm for him. It ain't worth all that. We suck dick, we'll just get Caleb Williams following year.
That's Donovan's plan too. So maybe you guys are definitely always on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I
Not
just think that's a prospect. That's a Trevor Lawrence, Andrew Luck type prospect as of right now.
well, they ain't gonna be doing that.
And,
They're gonna get Derek Carr, bro.
and we are not doing that. And if Ron can't afford to do that. So
But
he
yeah,
can't.
it's not flashy, but I'm okay with it.
The Chargers, the one thing about that Chargers hiring Kellen Moore that did surprise me, sorry to go back to this, was I heard him in head coach conversations, Kellen Moore.
Dude, we almost did it, but I heard he interviewed like shit.
Did he? Is that what slowed him down? Okay. Because I was confused why this was a lateral move for him. I thought Dallas agreed to just let him go because he had head coaching opportunities, not to become an OC somewhere else.
It actually came down to him and Frank, and I'm like, thank God, I didn't want Kellen Moore.
No, I wouldn't want to kill him more either.
Think it could play out like this, like the Chargers having another bad year and then them moving off Staley and possibly moving him up in a position.
What if the Chargers ball out and then they kind of give Kellen Moore all the credit, and then he goes and gets that head coaching job?
Could see
I
it
mean,
something
that's
like
probably
that.
why he did this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say.
Smart on his end.
I ain't mad at it. I'd have rather took
Um,
this job than the Texans job.
Or
I
stay
mean,
with the Cowboys.
he's hopping from a good situation to another good
Yeah.
situation.
I mean, they
Dallas
let him
was
go,
not,
but
Dallas was not great of a situation.
nah.
Come on, it's not that.
It's not. What the fuck you mean? You got a running back eating $30 million.
I mean, contract wise, but I'm saying the talent, they have talent on offense.
Oh, they have CD Lamb.
He's not going from the Cowboys to the Texans. So
Oh, right. But let's not act like Dallas's offense is all that great. They got a
they're
mid
good.
quarterback. They have a mid
Bro,
running back.
no,
They
the
have
Cowboys are good,
Lamb.
bro. Right, let's not do
Their
this.
defense is great.
Yo, is
Okay.
is DeAndre Hopkins still getting traded? Where the fuck's he going?
Mm-hmm. Out of there.
Hey,
That's confirmed.
come to
No,
Carolina.
nothing's confirmed, but their new head coach, who I can't think of his fucking name right now. His press conference.
Yeah, what's
said
going on with Kyler?
He didn't want. Well, he said, "I want no egos on my team. There will be no more egos on my team."
Murray.
DeAndre Hopkins got a big fucking ego. So,
Bro, it's crazy because I literally look at Kyler Murray and Jalen Brunson, and they look like the same type of player to me.
Hey,
And they look
that
alike.
boy went off tonight.
Sure
well, he
did.
had to carry fucking Julius Randle's 4 for 17 ass.
Dude, I hate his game. His game is just like he pushes you off and does floaters in the fucking lane. That's all he does.
It's fucking disgusting.
Played the same way since Villanova.
Yeah, he hasn't changed. But all right, back to it. So the last topic with the NFL, we'll jump into the final awards for the season of the NFL. So
Yes,
I guess where do you guys want to start? MVP? You guys want to just jump right into it?
Yeah, just go straight to MVP. Let's get that one out the way. It's the one. I think this one's the biggest.
Is
I
it
would say
top
there's
three,
an
top five?
asterisk. Okay, well, I would say there's an asterisk
There's
because
top 5. It's top 5.
yeah, I would say
One of them's out of it. He's not going to get it for sure. He's
Who?
not a quarterback.
Oh.
Jefferson is not a quarterback. Like he's
Yeah.
not. He's. It's cool they threw him in here, but like
He said it's cool that they threw him in here.
you got your own
I think
award.
it's got to be obvious.
It's Mahomes this year, right? It's
Yeah,
got to be.
yeah. If let's say this, if Hurts played every game, do you give him the MVP?
It depends. Do they finish better than 14-3? There's their only loss to Washington.
Let's
Then
say if they
yes.
finish the same record as the
No.
Chiefs.
No.
Okay.
If they finish the same record, then the Chiefs got it because I think what kept Hurts in it was the fact that they were winning the games, and Mahomes was putting up better numbers. If you have the same record, then you go with the guy with better numbers, and that's Mahomes.
Exactly.
But if he'd have went 16-1, right, it's Hurts. So, but it was weird to me to see that they had I don't know why it was the top 5. I was surprised to see Allen in here. You lead the league in turnovers. They're not an MVP. No, Dak led in interceptions. Josh led in turnovers, fumbles, and picks included.
I mean, he was on the second best team though, so I guess.
I don't care. When you lead the league in, like, no.
Well, and I feel like just going off the hype, bro. He has a lot of hype behind him.
Yeah, well, his first 4 or 5 weeks, he was flawless. He looked like he was going to run away with it.
Yeah.
And then it was the Lamar show.
Yep.
And then it was the Jalen Hurts show. And then we all knew it was going to come down to Patrick Mahomes if he was that guy, and he was. So that goes to Patty. But like I said, it's cool that receivers in here. Made a finalist, but he's got his own award.
Yeah, when do you think that will ever change?
It won't ever change.
It won't.
What?
Just the MVP going to the quarterback all the
The
time.
MVP being a quarterback award. When if Justin Jefferson would have broke the receiving record, he would have got it. He would have broke a record.
Yeah.
Do you think he would have got it though? If he
Yes.
broke the record?
Yes. I mean, the last time we saw it, I think it was Adrian Peterson when he broke the record. Well, actually, I can't say that because didn't Cooper Kupp do this shit last year?
Yeah, he broke. He was
He got
like
the Triple Crown.
Yeah,
and
still
didn't
didn't get it.
so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever go to anybody other than a quarterback.
no.
This man literally got the Triple Crown and still didn't get it.
No.
Yep. What about let's just go down. I'm assuming you think Mahomes would be Offensive Player of the Year, right?
No, Mahomes is MVP.
You can't get both.
Nah, that's why
Really?
it's 2. That's why it's 2 awards.
So do you
Yeah,
think?
that's stupid. to
Well,
me.
I mean, you can, but like, I don't think he's getting it. I think this is the skill position
This
award.
would be the JJ, right?
This will be the Justin Jefferson award. This will be the Justin Jefferson award, in my opinion.
I
Or
agree.
let's say if Hurts would have finished out the year and then it'd been 1A, 1B for the MVP. Whoever didn't get MVP, I feel like would have won offensive player of the year.
Then because that's just another award going to the quarterback.
Yeah, but I think this is the skill position award. I think that's what this is for.
Okay.
And then who do you guys have as offensive rookie of the year?
Dude from the Jets, not the guy who should have won it, Breece Hall, who was hurt, but Garrett Wilson. I think he had a phenomenal year.
Really? You actually hold on.
Yeah, I like him. I mean, there's only 3 finalists. It's him, Kenneth Walker, Brock Purdy. Purdy to me, I don't know why the fuck he's on here. He didn't play enough games. Get him the fuck out. He doesn't deserve to be offensive rookie of the year. And then Kenneth Walker had a cool season, but for me, it's Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
Through and through. When you look at the numbers he put up with Zach Wilson, fucking
Flacco,
dumbass and dickhead, like.
And he put up 1,000. I mean, he didn't wow me with the touchdowns. I think he had like 3 or 4.
Again, quarterback play. Like he put up 1,000 yards and that nah.
What do you have exactly?
I'm about to pull it up.
Nah, man, I think you're tripping. I am 100% thinking it's Kenneth Walker, bro.
You think so?
Dude, he played on a team that no one expected to even have a winning record, let alone be like the
Jets.
first pick.
He had 11.
No. The Jets
he had 1,100 yards and 4 touchdowns on 80 catches as a rookie.
No, the Jets had a little bit of steam behind them going into the season. And
early, they were hyped though.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker had 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, good for him.
He definitely won that.
Garrett Wilson.
Kenneth Walker's the favorite in Vegas.
Good for that. That means he's taking all the money.
If we're going strictly off numbers, I think you got to go with Kenneth Walker. This man had 5 more touchdowns. His team was better, had success because of him.
If you give Garrett Wilson a quarterback, he's putting up 1,500 yards as a rookie.
Bro, I think what you're also forgetting is I don't think Kenneth Walker started until the second or third game?
He didn't,
fourth game?
Because of Rashad Penny.
And Penny finally got, well, that's fucked up for me to say. Penny got hurt.
Yeah,
and
finally.
Then,
you're right.
Yeah.
Y'all fucked up.
And then Kenneth Walker took over.
Yeah,
hey,
but then Kenneth Walker
don't be using vulgar language talking about somebody's injury right there, my guy.
Shit. All right. And then
we can all agree Brock Purdy doesn't even deserve to be on this list, right? How did he make a finalist? He played 4 regular season games.
Yeah, I don't. And it's a regular season award, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, so let's do this. Let's jump into. Damn, there's hella awards. Let's just do the basic ones.
Yep, DPOY. Let's get that one out the way.
Let's who do you guys have as defensive player of the year?
Between Bosa, Chris Jones, and Micah Parsons, my biggest gripe is that there's no Hassan Reddick. This man had 16.5 sacks this year.
I can't believe you let him go.
How is he not a finalist? He doesn't win an award, cool, because it's Nick Bosa's award. But how does he have 16.5 sacks and doesn't become a finalist? I don't like it. I don't like it. But Nick Bosa, it's his award. Micah had it early. Micah slowed down. Yeah. It's Nick Bosa's award.
Nick Bosa ran away with that.
Yeah.
I will say when I look at the odds, dude, the player we don't give credit for at
Chris
all.
Jones.
Chris Jones. I think recently he started getting a little bit. I'm pretty big on Max Crosby. I also think Myles Garrett gets no credit whatsoever, and he's still one of the top guys.
No.
Like top guys in the league.
Did you see the clip of Max Crosby dunking?
Dude, yeah.
What? This man came back
playing pickup and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But continue.
Alrighty, so let's jump into the defensive train. Who do you guys have as defensive rookie of the year?
It's between Woolen, Hutchinson, and Sauce. So I think it's Sauce's award. I think he just the enamored favorite all year round. I will say this, Tariq Woolen played a hell of a year in Seattle. I think he was leading the league in interceptions for like 10, 11 weeks.
Yeah.
And then Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, his numbers don't wow you, but everything's true out of Michigan. Bro just has a high motor. He's out there. I think he had more interceptions than sacks. That's probably cap, but it was close.
I was pretty high on that Kayvon boy out of the Giants too.
Thibodeau, if he would have played a full season, he definitely would have been in this list. But I think he missed like the first 4 or 5 weeks.
and he's still 4th in the odds.
Yeah, but again, I think he missed the first 4 or 5 weeks. So had he played all year, which I mean, that's my thing with Jahan Dotson. I mean, for offensive rookie of the year,
Dude, first 2 games he was leading.
bruh,
Yeah,
he had 7 fucking touchdowns.
Yeah.
As a rookie, at a receiver
he was going crazy.
on a run heavy offense. Like, if he wouldn't have missed 6 weeks, shit.
And then I think we can all agree who comeback player of the year is.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley.
You agree, Trent?
I seen
Yeah.
I seen CMC on that list. Did he not play at all last season?
He played a little bit. I mean, you could say the same. What about like Gino?
Well, Gino. So I'm interested to see if he wins because I think he'll be the first guy that comeback player of the year wasn't based off of an injury. It was just based off a comeback story because he was benched and he'd been bounced around and
I'm saying.
like that'd be a cool story. I'm interested to see if they do something with it.
Is this the first time he played since his buddy broke his jaw in the locker room?
Since New York, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like for the story wise, you could give it to him. I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
he got another chance, redeemed himself, showed he can compete in the league. But like off that aspect, I could see him winning it. But what Saquon did was he reminded everyone he's the real deal.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was my comeback player of the year going into it.
Yep.
Making me look like a
Alrighty.
genius.
And then I'm assuming this would be the last one we will cover. I'm so biased with this award, with the coach of the year odds.
I have two, but it's between,
same here. And they're all in the same division.
It's between Brian Daboll, Sean McDermott, Doug Peterson, Nick Sirianni, and Kyle Shanahan. Those are your finalists for this award. So
Is Dan Campbell on that list?
No, Dan Campbell did not make the finalists.
Doug Peterson on that list?
Doug Peterson is on this list.
Huh. Dude, honestly, I think it should be 2 guys. I think there's an obvious answer, and there's a guy that it wouldn't surprise me if they gave it to him. And they're both in your division, in my opinion.
Really? So fuck Nick
to.
Sirianni. He does not deserve this award. He's the most loaded roster in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. So if you want to
banished from this conversation.
If you want the cop out, it's Sirianni because he had the best record. But in my opinion, it should be Brian Daboll.
So I have it between 2 guys. Brian Daboll is the one guy.
I love what Pete Carroll.
I love what Doug Peterson. If they'd have made the playoffs, he would have made it. If they would have made the playoffs, he'd have been in here.
He did make the playoffs.
If they'd have won, you're right. Why isn't he in here? I'm tripping.
Yeah, like Brian Daboll's there too, but he had one more.
Yeah, Brian Daboll, what he did in New York was absolutely astounding, and he deserves this award. If he doesn't get this award, I love what Doug Peterson did in Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence looked like that guy back half of the season. He looks like he finally realized Doug finally got his hands on him. But if it's not Daboll, it's got to be Kyle Shanahan. When you start your season with Trey Lance and he goes down, and then you have Jimmy and then he goes down, and then you have Brock Purdy, and throughout all of this, you just don't know how to lose games. That just speaks volumes to me. So I think the right answer is Brian Daboll, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Shanahan got it. He's got the name for what he did without quarterbacks this year. I mean, he deserves credit. I don't like that Sean McDermott's on here. They got worse. He doesn't deserve to be.
Sirianni's a favorite.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't like that McDermott even made finalists. I think Pete Carroll should have made it over him. Dan Campbell could have made it over him. I don't like Sirianni. He's got the most loaded roster in the NFL, so I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm kind of blown with the Pete Carroll not being up there, but
Who you got, Trent? You got Daboll, Giants coach?
No, I got Sirianni.
Ew.
I mean, it's just
right.
Yeah, I mean, look what he's done. I mean, obviously he has a loaded roster, but like you can still have a loaded roster and not be good.
Yeah, it was all hype. We all thought it was hype.
This is his 2nd year, and he got him to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I feel like it's hard not to give it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because at the beginning of the season, I picked this team to make it to the Super Bowl, and some of y'all was calling me crazy.
Who?
Donovan.
The Eagles, yeah. I didn't think Jalen Hurts could do it. But anyway, the only reason I'm going to say no is when you look at these teams, tell me the roster that is completely loaded, right? Last year, you had the Tennessee Titans with Mike Vrabel. He did it with Ryan Tannehill and no weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And then the year before that, it was Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland. Year before that, it was Harbaugh and the Ravens.
Yeah, but
Year
so
before that, it was Matt Nagy and the Bears. Then it was McVay with the Rams, Jason Garrett with the Cowboys,
record?
Rivera with the Panthers.
What was their record?
Who's
The Eagles.
the Eagles? 13-3,
So when was the last
14 and
time there
3.
was a team that was 14-3 or 13-3? Because obviously there's an extra game.
Jason Garrett in Dallas, but that
He
was
didn't get it.
he did get
Yeah.
it, but that was because Dak and Zeke were rookies.
I
So
mean,
he
but
did it with two
it's
rookies.
but it's
But
still
you
13-3.
exceed expectations. All of these guys have winning records: 12-5, 11-5, 14-2, 12-4, 11-5, 13-3, 15-1, 11-5, 12-4, 11-5. But the thing about all these teams is they're doing it by raising up the talent on their team. None of these guys had a team that could none of them.
That's what you're saying.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got it. I just wouldn't like it. I think if you're gonna go off that, then why isn't Andy Reid on this list?
True.
If you're gonna go
Especially
off, if
without
you're gonna
having
go off,
Tyreek.
right, if you're gonna have just win loss, he's got a way less. The roster is not near as good as Philly's, and then the exact same record.
I agree with you on that.
So if Sirianni's making it on here because of win loss, then Andy Reid needs to be on here.
Yeah.
Which to me is the only reason Sean McDermott's on here is because they were a good team. They
Well,
didn't
and
do anything out the window.
you could look at some of his play calls.
They were supposed to win 4 games this year, and they won 10.
Yep. Same with
Kyle Shanahan lost 2 quarterbacks.
Same with Pete Carroll.
Right. I agree with that. Like I said, he should have made it over Sean McDermott. I'm not mad at Sirianni, Trent. You're probably right. He's probably gonna win it, and I'm just gonna be upset about it.
Well, and I just like some of his calls during the game. I feel like he plays an aggressive play style.
He doesn't
He
make play
goes for
calls.
it.
He's not the DC or the OC.
But I'm
I mean,
saying
he
he
does have
makes
the
the
decisions. He
makes the decision. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I just like that and just everything that they got going in Philly. Like, I think they're in good hands with him.
Man, how did McDermott make it? I mean, obviously I get it, but I mean,
I don't
if
get
he's
it.
gonna be up there, you might as well have the Bengals coach there.
Yeah, Zach Taylor could have been there. I think Zach Taylor won it last year, or was up there last year in the finals. He
Yeah.
didn't win it, but he was up there in finalists last year.
And that is all the awards, right?
Yeah.
Unless
That's
you're
it.
trying
Well,
to do like the Walton Pater or
No, I'm not worried about
Walter
that. But,
Payton Award.
there was one more. No, I'm not worried about that. There was one, the assistant coach of the year. It's
Like a
3
coordinator?
guys. Yep, it's coordinators. They're all coordinators. It's 3 guys. You got Ben Jones, the OC for, or Ben Johnson, the OC for the Lions. D'Amico Ryans, the DC for the 49ers, and Shane Steichen, the OC for the Eagles. Out of those 3 guys, who would you give the assistant coach of the year for?
Well,
All 3 of these
that's
guys
obviously
are
easy.
head coach or
Material.
like the next head coach guys. So out of these guys, who are you giving it to?
Should be D'Amico, bro.
I'm not mad
That's
at that.
it. That's
I think
it.
it's D'Amico. Ben, bro, what Ben's doing in Detroit, like a top tier offense. I get D'Amico's getting it because they are the number 1 defense, but that Lions offense should not be putting up 30 points a game. Jared Goff, bro. The number 1 receiver is a 5th round draft pick.
Oh, don't say Jared Goff because that man was balling.
St. Brown. They had Hawkinson majority of the season. DeAndre Swift, Jamal. Man, I get it.
It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that offense isn't good, but it's not 30 points a game good. But I agree, it is D'Amico Ryans. I just think it's cool that he got credit. All right.
Alrighty. Well, now let's jump into a different sport. Let's jump into the NBA. Let's actually go with the All-Stars. Let's start with the All-Stars.
You want to give us the rundown of the starters real quick?
Yes, sir. Give me 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure I know it.
LeBron and Giannis are captains again, right?
It's the top vote getters. I know it is in what is it, Salt Lake City?
Yep.
But I'm not sure who the captains are.
Well,
I would assume it's
definitely Giannis in the East. He's the most favorite guy in the fucking East. Is it LeBron in the West? Did he beat Steph? I think it's got to be him or Steph.
Yeah, I think it's him and So the starters for the East is Giannis, which they put him at center. Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell, Durant, and Tatum. And then Joe Mazzulla is the head coach for that staff, which is still crazy. He's an interim coach. And then Western Conference, they haven't announced a head coach, which is strange, but it's LeBron, Joker, Curry, Doncic, and Williamson.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I don't like how they can just go ahead and put Giannis at center, but like Embiid's not making it because of they already have like the center as a starter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
If we're doing it to where Embiid didn't make it because of their format where it's got to be two guards, a front court and a back court, nah, fuck that. One of them forwards got to go.
Yeah, because Embiid deserves a starter, bro.
Honestly, I'm kicking out Kyrie and moving Mitchell at the 1 and putting
Yeah,
Tatum at the 2.
Kyrie should not be there.
Nope.
Kyrie should not be there. Should not
I
be a
actually
starter.
agree. I actually 100% agree.
Yep.
And you
It's
can't.
crazy.
So what? So the thing that blows me away, and this I might be reaching real hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is
Oh shit.
Donovan Mitchell's having one hell of a season. So you're not taking down anything away from Donovan Mitchell.
Nope. Not a damn thing.
If this player would have kept up, and if they're willing to push Giannis at the center and kind of move around bullshit, I think Dono will appreciate this. But the guy kind of lost a little bit of steam. Dude, I don't understand how Zion and people with injuries make the team.
We're gonna get into that, man. Can we go to? We're gonna.
Okay.
We'll do that when we go through the West, because the same argument I have in the fucking East with the fact they're allowed to move forwards up to centers is the argument I'm gonna have in the West when you name these players off. Go ahead.
So the West, all right. Well, I already did, but it's LeBron, Joker, Zion, Steph. Am I missing someone?
Curry.
And Curry.
Luka. Did you say Luka?
Yeah, Luka.
Yeah, so my same argument with this is with the East is this. When I look at Zion, he's only played in 57% of the games this season. He should not be an all-star starter. It should have went Curry at the 1 or Ja at the 1.
But I mean, you could even say Curry shouldn't be on there because of injury too.
I feel like Curry's played more than 50% of the games.
I mean, he missed a good bit of time.
I think he only missed 2 weeks.
Not as much as Zion.
Yeah,
and
Zion's played 20 games this year, 29 games. But it's Curry, or if you want to take Curry out, cool too.
No, I don't want
Luka and Ja.
I like Curry in there.
Curry, Ja, and then Luka should have been the 3. He shouldn't have been a guard. And then
I was gonna say if you don't do that, I would throw SGA at the 3.
Yeah, and then you can move LeBron up to the 4 and put fucking Jokic at the 5. Zion shouldn't have made it. If you didn't want Ja there, SGA would have been good. I wouldn't have been mad at that either. But Zion shouldn't be here. You could put LeBron at the 4, move one of these other guys up to the 3, and let's get it cracking. Because he hasn't even played in 60% of games. And at one point, is this going to just be a thing? Like, is he even going to be available for the All-Star game?
He didn't play tonight. He's not playing right now.
He's in street clothes. I know KD, they're saying might be available.
Yeah, that's why I was cool with KD making the list. But I don't think Zion's even going to be available. And even if he just comes back, are you going to come back and risk re-aggravating an injury for an All-Star game?
There's a couple of these guys on the roster that I question as well. Like, I understand the fans had a big portion in it, but
yeah,
I think a couple of these. I think
Curry's in here because of the fan vote.
Yeah,
Curry made it because of the fan vote. He didn't play enough games.
Zion definitely made it.
That's
because
the only
of the
reason
fan vote.
Zion's here. Yeah. That was 50% of the fucking shit was fan votes.
I agree.
I mean, you could say I think Sabonis could have been a starter over Zion.
I almost put Sabonis in there, but that's just not realistic, bro.
Oh.
He'll be an all-star, but he's not going to be a starter. Because fan votes mean so much. Like, there's just no shot he'll ever. The Kings just don't have that type of pool.
Hold on, he didn't make the All-Star squad though.
Who didn't?
Who? I don't think they came out with the
no,
full
they didn't
roster.
They didn't come out with all yet.
Are you sure? Because I'm looking at it right now.
No, you're looking at someone's fake ass list.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it from NBA Communications 3 voting group. So I'm just looking at based off voting.
Oh,
maybe that might have been starters.
No,
I'm looking at the guards because they're saying based off
Sabonis isn't
player rankings, fans rankings, model rankings, and weighted scores. If this is true, man, there's hell. I mean, Sabonis right off the top from the West won't make it, and Lauri Markkanen won't make it either, which is mind blowing to me.
Well, when I was looking up a bunch of articles earlier, they were saying the biggest starter snub was Sabonis and Anthony Davis and Embiid. Those were the top 3s.
Only played 50% of games. If I'm
Dude, they have
Ant
Edwards, Russ, and Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
under the system.
Mm-hmm.
How?
I
How
don't know.
what? How Anthony Edwards made it or didn't?
How's Russ making it? How you putting a bench player over starters that are?
Oh, I don't know. But Edwards deserves it.
I don't know about
Especially as of late.
over
I
guys like
don't, I don't know. I'm
Laurie
trying
and
to see.
Sabonis to me.
I'm trying to see the
They play different
full
positions.
roster.
So it's so
Who
guard
are the
heavy.
who are the reserve forwards that made it over those guys?
There wasn't any. I'm looking at them right now. They're based off their rankings, there wouldn't be any centers or power forwards. That's why, like, just based off fan voting in the system, there's not a backup center or power forward.
Wait, are you looking at? Is this on Bleacher Report?
No, this is on NBA.com. They tweeted it just based off their system if they went strictly by their system. But I'm assuming if they go
They don't
by
go
positions,
strictly off their system.
yeah,
They can't
they would
do
have
that.
to throw in a
Right.
couple of those guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Laurie and Sabonis should be definitely on.
They definitely should be on the list. Yeah, I don't know. We say how well the All-Star game is, especially when you compare it to something as fucking shitty as the Pro Bowl. But I think the reason the All-Star game is great is because you let the fans decide. There's 50% of the voting. You let the fans decide who the fuck they want to watch, and that's who we watch.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw this podcast a couple of days ago. It was a John Wall podcast, and I don't know why I got stuck watching the whole fucking 2 hour thing. He was complaining that it's bullshit how they just kind of pushed it for like scoring and people don't really care about winning anymore.
Yeah.
Because he's like, back in the day, if your team didn't have a winning record, you didn't make the All-Star team.
Nope. That's what they're saying now. Like, how do the Kings not have? How does the Nuggets not have 2 All-Stars? They're just not going to, no matter how good that team is.
Well, what do you mean? Who should be the second All-Star on the Nuggets?
Jamal Murray.
Aaron
Gordon.
Bro.
Aaron
no,
Gordon.
What? What are you talking about? Are you smoking dope?
I would see your argument for Fox and Sabonis, but yeah.
I'm saying if you like back in the day, if your team was the number 1 team in the fucking division or in the conference, you had 2 All-Stars.
Bro, not even close. Aaron Gordon's averaging like 16 and 5.
Hold on, here's my question, because I obviously wasn't here for the podcast when that podcast came out. How the fuck did Andrew Wiggins make it last year?
Fan voting. Because
as a starter.
Same reason Jordan Poole's gonna do it.
Yeah, no. They implemented a rule for that. They were saying that can't happen again. That's why they have.
I was about to say, where are all the fucking fans for him again?
When they did fan voting, it was him, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Kayvon Looney, Draymond Green, and Jordan Poole were the top 6 voted players in the whole thing, and they're all Warriors players. Which is why this thing Trent's talking about must be the reason why they're not all 6 starters.
Yep.
But it was fucking nuts the day this shit came out.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of the season, he had a lot of hype, and I was gonna be like, "Yo, this kid's gonna be an all-star." I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but if he's an all-star, I'd start questioning it too. I'm starting to slowly not be a big fan of Tyrese Halliburton.
He's hurt.
What? Wow, he's nice.
Because he used to be called Hallwagon. I used to bet on him all the time.
I stopped covering.
And he just slowed down. He isn't like... I think ever since Wally Serbiak made fun of him, he didn't keep up, bro. There's too many good guards in the East for him to be like to start or make the All-Star squad ever.
Is there? I mean, there's a lot of guards in the West. What are the guards in the East that are better than Halliburton?
Garland? Honestly, I would take both Bull players. I would take...
who?
Bulls. I would take DeRozan and Levine. I would take probably Brunson at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate to fucking say that.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Dude, I'm telling you, look at his stats. I'll blow you the fuck away.
Don't care.
And the thing about Halliburton is like his assists are going down.
Well, they're not doing anything right now. He's been hurt for like 2 weeks.
Which doesn't help the case of being an all-star as well.
I don't think he should make the All-Star team. If that's what you're saying, I wouldn't be mad if he didn't make it.
You got James Harden.
He could make it. I wouldn't be upset.
Trae Young.
Nah, Trae Young's inefficient as fuck.
I mean, here's my thing: is if Halliburton makes it, I'd rather have LaMelo on the fucking team.
I don't think he's even.
And he missed
I don't
time.
think he's qualified.
I'm talking about fan voting. It's the same case for him and Zion.
Yeah, but Zion's played in 57. I don't think fucking LaMelo's played in 27%.
True that. What you thinking, Trent?
I missed it because I was diving into this Andrew Wiggins thing. But what about it? I heard Halliburton.
Yeah. Do you think he should make the All-Star game?
Yeah. I think he'll make it as a reserve. It's just gonna be interesting to see because I want to see
Too many guards.
So
Yeah, I just
you're
want
taking
to.
Halliburton. You're taking Halliburton over Trey Young.
It's tough. I think
Taking
they both
Halliburton
make
over.
it.
You're taking Halliburton over
What
James
it's gonna
Harden.
be. That's what it's gonna be. One of those is gonna get snubbed, and I think it might be James Harden. I think James Harden might get snubbed.
I think,
But
especially with the whole team, them being one of the top teams. Nah,
I don't see
yeah,
James
you
Harden
could
getting
say
snubbed.
nah.
That's why I
that.
said Trey because the Hawks are underperforming like crazy right now.
Dude,
Yeah,
there's
but
nights
he's
I don't even
not
see who.
Trey Young.
Oh no, I'm talking about Halliburton. There's some nights, man, he just is like a ghost.
Nah, I think it's just because he hasn't been covering for you.
Well, the last like 20 times, it's getting to a point where when I watch the team, I'm looking for like Buddy Hield. I'm
Yeah,
looking
I
for
mean,
fucking
well, right now, yeah, again, he's been out for a couple weeks, but yeah,
this
for sure.
Nimhard dude or whatever.
He's
The
averaging 24 and 10.
baller.
Like there's only a select
Who
couple
is?
players.
Halliburton.
Halliburton.
When the fuck he
Like
start averaging 24 points?
no, 24 and 10. Like 20,
Oh, I was like,
Four.
4 and
oh
10.
no.
Like Trey Young isn't. I mean, he's averaging. He's not averaging double digit assists, but he is. He's averaging 9.9. But he's averaging 27 and basically 10. So he's
Yeah,
definitely.
he's averaging 27 on fucking 20 shots a game.
Do this. You know what's
He's
crazy? Out of
jacking.
I would say the top 10 teams in the East, I'd probably take every guard before Halliburton.
In the top 10 teams, I'll tell you, you're fucking stupid.
I mean, and he's
The
not jacking
Bucks. No, you're
Donovan.
not. I'm not. No, I'm taking Halliburton.
Not jacking Donovan. Let's not do that.
You're not taking Drew over him?
For an All-Star game, no.
Well, I'm all right. Let's say not even all star. I would
Drew's
say
Drew's
like
defense. Drew's
I'll
defense
take all my
puts him over.
team. I'd say I'm talking about
Drew's
taking all my
defense
team.
and just the way he runs an offense, maybe you could say that. But I might still take Halliburton.
Why can't he make the All Star team?
Who?
Draymond Green made the All Star team.
I'm saying I would rather
Yeah,
have
but he's
Halliburton
at a
make an
weak
All-Star
position
team
though.
over Drew Holiday. That's what I'm saying.
That's
I'd
a
rather
phony
see
ass
Halliburton.
argument. That's a phony argument, Trent.
What?
Draymond Green plays like the power forward positions are kind of weak in the West. You need centers and power forwards to round up the All Star team.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I wouldn't say it's weak.
It's a
Who's the
guard
best?
heavy
Who's the
league.
best power forward in the West?
Anthony Davis.
He's missed
So-
50% of the games.
He's still gonna make it.
Because
Zion.
there's no one else that's
Okay, but when
down on
Draymond Green is making All-Stars, who's the best power
But
forward?
he
in
made
the
it.
West?
He made it last year.
Okay, and Zion didn't play last year. Sabonis didn't look like this. He was on the East last year before he got traded. Who else did you say? I forget.
I said Zion.
He was hurt. Sabonis was in the
Anthony
East.
Davis.
Anthony Davis was hurt.
Sabonis was in the East last year, right?
That's what I said.
He was on the Pacers. Last year I think Porzingis was there. I mean, he wasn't playing that well, but I think he was still playing better than Draymond Green. I
Oh,
think
I was-
Draymond
I
Green
was
made
looking
a
at
big
guards.
fan vote too.
Yeah,
I was
you were
looking
looking at guards because you said Drew Holiday or Halliburton. That's
No, I was looking at guards because I'm looking at front court now. They're talking about because they haven't released a final for the All Stars.
Mhm.
They're talking about like in the West.
what we said.
You're gonna have George PG as a they have him categorized as a small forward, power forward, which is weird. No
Not-
Kawhi, which is
Good. You missed 90% of the season.
Andrew Wiggins, Draymond, and then on the East you have Kuzma, Randall, Bam, Benchero, Butler, and
Kyle Kuzma's gonna be an all-star, fellas.
I mean, even if he does, I mean, he deserves it.
He won't.
I don't think he'll
He's too
make
far on
it,
that
but
list.
there's a lot of players. Only so many spots.
Fair.
Like, you think you give it to Kyle Kuzma over Julius Randle? No one's even talking about Julius Randle like that.
I wouldn't probably give it to him over Benchero.
Who?
Kyle Kuzma. It's
Yeah.
close. It's like 1A,
Yeah,
1B.
it's close. But neither of them are making it for me.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd rather have like Siakam,
Oh
Bam,
yeah, for sure. I don't like watching Bam.
Bam, definitely Bam.
Butler.
Yeah, it's Jimmy.
Bam's boo boo.
All
No,
right,
he's not. We're not doing that.
Bam.
Yeah.
He's boo boo.
Well-
Just for an all-star purpose, I like.
What you mean?
Excuse
He's
me.
averaging 21 and 10.
He's the definition of like a small five.
He's
Yeah.
averaging 21 and 10.
He's like one of the perfect small fives.
The number
Yeah.
2 option.
And
Because Buddy
number 3 option. at that.
Buddy would get bitched by a real center.
Fuck no. That
Come
man
on.
straps. He guards the big man and the guards.
And he had 35
That's what I
foot
said.
on
He's a
set by
great small
Jokic.
five.
You said what?
He's a great small
What'd you
five.
say? What'd you say, Donovan?
Nothing.
He doesn't foul out of key games, I'll tell you that.
He just fouled out tonight.
He doesn't foul out of key games, I'll tell you
He
that.
fouled out tonight.
He doesn't foul
He
out of
fouled
key
out tonight.
games. We won.
So did we.
Not last time Jaren Jackson fouled out. Y'all lost to the Warriors.
Yo, another thing, Donna, I don't know what's going on with JJ, man, but there's players that I'm starting to favor. I like more than him as a defensive rim protector and a center, or even a power forward.
He's a nice center, so.
Claxton's starting to really fucking grow on me. I hate to say it.
I love watching Claxton.
That skinny little bitch, he tries as hard as he can.
It's crazy because he should be getting bitched. You want to
Yeah,
know
why are you doing
Yes, yes.
He
Skinny little
should be getting.
bitch.
He should be getting bitched.
Bro, when
He
they were
needs to be out
playing
there bodying.
Joel
Bro.
was trying to bitch him, and he was not backing down.
I just watched him go up against, was it Rudy? And Rudy had him in the post, and Rudy went to like fudge him, and he literally he fell back because Rudy's big as fuck. So he went back and he jumped straight at that motherfucker and patted his shit.
Dude, yeah.
Like, I fuck with Claxton. He's tough. He's
Yeah.
tough. I fuck with Claxton.
He's a hustle hero to me.
Hell yeah. And he's athletic as all hell. Jumps out of the fucking gym. I fuck him.
I'm pretty sure he leads the league in field goal percentage.
I know he was. I don't know if he still is.
Yeah.
I know
Anyways.
he was.
All right, let's just do this and get this out of the way since we're on the Grizzlies topics. Let's have a little feisty debate. This should be a one-sided answer, but who would you guys take in their primes? Prime D Rose or Ja?
Youngest MVP ever, and it's easy. Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose.
Shouldn't even be a comparison.
Yeah,
Right
I
on.
hate to say it, bro.
You going Derrick Rose too, Ant?
Bro, at one point this dude was going at like LeBron in the
Yeah.
East.
Andy Wade.
Yeah, and I remember when he hit that fucking backboard three-pointer. I'm like, yo, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Man just stood there and was like,
He didn't call bank.
no emotion, bro.
He didn't call bank though.
I guess here's my question: who's more athletic? Do you still have Ja over Derrick?
Derrick Rose.
I still have Derrick Rose.
I think Derrick Rose, bro.
Athletic.
Bro, he's gonna go down in history as the craziest what if story ever.
Maybe.
Who else?
He's one of them. One of them.
Who else?
I'll take Greg Oden.
Fuck no, bro.
I mean,
Derrick Rose.
anyone over 7 foot.
No,
like,
Derrick Rose.
Yao
bro.
Ming, if he
Fuck
didn't get
no.
hurt.
Derrick Rose.
But if you want to talk about players that you watched to be great and then like the injuries just ruined them,
Brandon Roy,
Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady, like just never the same.
Who's the guy that PG took his spot? Because I actually thought he was pretty good on my fantasy
Danny
team.
Granger.
Danny Granger.
Not like this. Though.
But to answer you guys' question, the answer is Derrick Rose, and I'm gonna tell you why. So Derrick Rose, prime Derrick Rose, we're gonna go straight to his MVP season, right? He averaged 25 flat a game points, 7.
He shouldn't have got that, but not
25 points a game, 7.7 assists, 4.1 rebounds, 1 steal, 0.6 blocks, shot 44% from the field, 33% from 3. Now, you hear those stats today, 25, 7, and 4. I mean, shit, Ja's averaging 27, 8, and 5. Shooting better from the field.
Yeah, but it's a way different game.
Stop. The reason you take Derrick Rose is for the reason Trent mentioned, or Ant, you said it too, was he was going at a prime LeBron and D Wade. And guess who was number 1 seed in the East that year? It wasn't the fucking Miami Heat.
It was the Bulls.
It was the Bulls. They went 62-20. So for me, it's Derrick Rose because if you were to take Ja's numbers right now, and mind you, the Grizzlies are 32-18. So the only way they catch 62-20 is if they go 28-2. They gotta go 28-2 over these next 30 games to catch the Bulls record from that year. Derrick Rose's numbers weren't impressive, but that team did nothing but win, and it was on the back of him.
Well, you can't say his numbers weren't that impressive. Like you got to look at the total league's stats that year. No one was putting up the numbers that they are today.
Was Derrick Rose high in the points per game?
Yeah, he was. He was definitely like one of the top ones. Like people weren't just averaging 30 like they are today, like back then. Like that's the normal thing for this player to do it, this player to do it, and this player to do it. Like he didn't just get it because his team was the number 1 seed.
I'm not saying that's why he got it, but that's a big reason of why he got it.
I mean,
Is because
it played a part.
bruh, 25 and 7 wasn't crazy. I'm trying to fucking pull it up.
You said 25 and 7 wasn't crazy. I mean, so what do you think the whoever led the league in points that year was? Because I
It was
guarantee you it was under 28.
it
It,
was
it was
KD and it was 28.
probably Kobe.
It was KD, 27.7.
Kobe.
Okay, so who's leading the league in scoring this year?
I think
It's
Luca
Joel.
or
Joel.
Joel, yeah, 30 something. We already talked about it. This is the most year they broke the record, the most players to ever average 30 in a season. It was like 8 or 9 at one point.
Well, my man Jokic is going off tonight.
Okay, so season leaders from the 2011-2008 season: KD 28, Kobe 27.9, LeBron 27, Kevin Love 26, and then you got your man D Rose.
Because I mean, if we're going straight off statistics and all that, Kevin Love probably should have got it. This man averaged 26 and 15 boards, I believe, back then.
Oh, FanDuel's working now. Suck my
Yeah,
balls.
13.3. But I'm not
Back to
saying
a
it's just
man.
on statistics. I'm saying when you look at his stats, like shit, that year fucking LeBron averaged
I should have got it.
27.
He got snubbed. He
Yeah,
got snubbed.
LeBron averaged 27, 9, and where's his fucking assists at? 27, 9, and 6.
Yeah,
Over
he got
25, 7, and 4. Yeah, come on now. But the Bulls are the number 1 seed. They won 62 games. And if Ja could get the Grizzlies to have that kind of record halfway through the season, if we're looking at them and they're 31 and 10 halfway through the year, we're talking about Ja differently than we are right now. But they
No, I
lose.
wouldn't say though, because weren't they
They-
the top seed last year?
No, they were the 2nd seed. But
That's at the top.
But they lose big games. I'm saying, but if they were 31 and 10 right now, and this was a conversation we were having, it'd be different.
I don't think so.
I do. I
No,
think I think if Ja's averaging 27, 8, and 5, and the Grizzlies are the number 1 seed in the West,
No,
we're talking differently about Ja.
compared to and what the other players in the league right now are averaging what they're averaging. No, no one's talking about John Morant winning MVP.
You told me Ja Morant wasn't a playmaker.
You said what?
You told me Ja Morant isn't a playmaker.
I think he is
He's averaging 8 assists.
averaging 8 assists, but he doesn't. He's not a playmaker. He doesn't look to create first. He's a scorer first.
So Derrick
Just
Rose,
because you get
Derrick
just
Rose isn't
because
a good playmaker.
no, he was
Kyrie's-
Derrick
Kyrie-
Rose. Derrick Rose was not a playmaker. He's not a playmaker. When I look at
You don't got to be a
Chris
pass
Paul.
first player to be a playmaker.
you're not labeled a playmaker unless that's what you do
So
first.
Trae Young's not a good playmaker.
Yeah, I think Trae Young's a playmaker. He
He's a
averages
score-
double
he's a
digit
score- He's a
assists.
score first guard. He's a shooting guard.
No, he could shoot.
He
That's
looks to score first.
No, he plays the pick and roll and throws the lob passes. That's literally what he does first. Do you watch Trae Young?
Yes.
Does he average double digit assists?
He averages more shots than passes per game.
I would hope someone averages more shots than passes.
That's
It's
the
Bro,
stupidest stat I've ever heard in my
what do
life.
you mean? This man's obviously going to shoot more attempts than he's going to get assists.
No, not assists, passes. Sean. I'm talking about passes.
Okay, bro.
Like
Are we
just
really doing
regular
that?
Passes.
He passes the ball.
Just regular pass.
Okay, but I'm saying John Morant is not playmaker. You can dive into your little 8 assists, do all that. He's not a playmaker, bro.
All right. Okay.
I'm saying. Where have you seen John Morant? Anthony, what do you think? John Morant a playmaker?
I mean, I guess it's what your definition is. I would say John Morant's a playmaker.
Right, me too.
You're
drives to the
trying, I think
basket,
you're
there's
getting
4 people
playmaker
that
and
crash that-
facilitator
Different.
confused.
He drives to the
Nah.
basket, 4 people crash, and he makes a play. He passes it out to the corner. He makes that play.
So then everyone's a playmaker.
Everyone, yeah, it depends on how good of a playmaker
Okay.
you are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then everyone's labeled a playmaker now. That's what we're doing.
You're a jackass.
That's basically what you just said.
No, it's not what I said.
Yes.
Well,
yes, it
what
is.
would you-
Carmelo
what would
Anthony's
you-
not a playmaker.
Yeah,
What would
he
you-
doesn't.
what
He
would you
doesn't
classify
go and
John-
pass.
What would
He
you
shoots
classify
everything.
John Morant then? What kind of category is he in?
I think he's
a slasher,
a scoring slashing guard. Yes.
Then I think you have a playmaker more of like a facilitator in a way. So like, I think you're comparing like a
Luka Doncic playmaker.
Chris Paul playmaker.
That's literally what I said at the beginning.
Okay, well then
I
sure.
said.
But Trae Young, playmaker.
He averages double digits assists. Yes.
He has to be. I mean, what
do you mean?
What is Ja
8? He's averaging 8 assists.
Let me look, because I know you like to. I know you like to size. Hold on, I know you like to size it.
8.2, bitch.
I'm gonna look it up.
Do it.
And as you say yourself, John Morant, stats or stat pads, whatever. 8.2, yeah. Still not a playmaker. Still not a playmaker. Don't care.
You don't watch the Grizzlies.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
I watch.
No, you don't.
I've seen every. I've seen
especially
every
on that
game.
team.
They've been on prime time, bro. What do you mean? I watched them. I've watched every Warriors Grizzlies game and watched the Grizzlies fucking sell after they talk shit all the time.
They played them twice. They played them twice.
And then you got to be like, oh, we're so damn good.
The Warriors are the best team at home. We played them twice on the road. Wait till they come to Memphis.
Lost.
Wait till they come to Memphis.
I don't care. Wait till you play them in the playoffs and you're out again. And then you're talking.
Wait till your team doesn't make the playoffs. And we're
gonna make the playoffs. I don't care.
You're gonna get bounced again.
I don't sit here and talk about. Hey, my team's made it to the finals. Has yours? Nah, not recently. But anyways, you sit here and talk this about your team, and y'all still haven't done anything yet.
I literally am the one who's saying the Grizzlies talk too much. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I'm saying like you're overly confident about your team.
No, I'm not. I literally don't. I didn't have them winning the West. I said the Nuggets were better than them. I said the Clippers were better than them. I said the Warriors are better than them. Like, what do you mean?
Maybe now because you're coming to reality.
I said at the beginning of the year.
No, you don't. Do you not listen to yourself when you talk about your team and your players?
When I talk about my players,
thinking about Washington. No, it's not.
Players are different.
No, it's not, bro. But all right, you got it.
I damn sure do.
Nope, but you got it.
Right? I damn sure do.
That's what you think.
All right.
I still think the Grizzlies are still second in the West, by the way. I think. I could be wrong.
Anyways.
We're good over here.
All right, so let's jump into...
Good in the West, right?
We're great in the West.
But can't beat the Warriors and can't beat the Nuggets.
We're second seed in the West.
That's fine.
What's that Pelicans game right now?
I need BI to score 20 as he's breaking free throws.
Probably not going to happen.
He has 15 with 2.5 minutes left.
You know what's crazy? Because if playoffs started today, you guys will play the Suns, and I got the Suns beating y'all.
You're a fucking joke.
Or the Mavs or the Warriors, and you're definitely losing. So that second seed ain't gonna really get y'all too far, I don't think.
Not worried about any of those except for the Warriors.
You're not worried about the Mavs?
No.
Luka Doncic will tear y'all apart. I promise.
Else?
It doesn't
matter.
By
the time the playoff comes, bro, he's playing 38 minutes a game. By the time the playoffs start,
the series of 7. No, a series of 7.
Luka will get him 1 or 2. He's not.
No, he's beating y'all. I'll bet y'all.
Out of those 3 teams,
$1,000.
The only God damn, I hope we play the Warriors. Or the Mavericks. I don't want to play the Warriors in the first round. That wouldn't be good for us.
You're beating the Suns?
Yes.
Healthy?
We're dog walking the Suns.
Yeah, you're bugging. Ain't no way. You just said you're dog walking the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
They're beating y'all.
Okay.
Anthony, what do you think about those 3 teams?
I don't know, man.
I mean, obviously it's going to be close. It's playoff basketball.
I'm not going to say you guys are going to get swept or anything.
Yeah, none of those series are going to be as sweet.
You think we lose all 3 of those series? The Suns, the Mavs, and the Warriors? We lose all 3
I think you guys could push. I think it could go either way, but I think you guys could push the Mavs and the Suns.
Okay, I hope we play the Suns or the Mavs come the playoffs, and then we can put bread on it.
I hope so too.
Because the only team I don't want to see is the Warriors. That's the only team I don't want to see.
Yeah, and I think
the Nuggets.
We're not going to see them.
You would never see them.
I think that's the same thing that like the Grizzlies think too. That's what they think in their head, and then once they get matched up with these teams, it's a different story. You guys are super confident. Like The statement they said, we're good in the West. We don't got to
What's
worry
he
about
supposed to
nobody in the
say?
West.
What's he supposed to say?
Not
Oh,
that.
I'm scared of the Nuggets.
Not say we're scared. What do you mean? He could have said a bunch of other things than we're good in the West.
I mean, we good in the West. We
Right.
second seed. We good.
Yep.
You can keep pointing out all these losses that we've taken, because mind you, we've taken some bad losses over the last month. Let's not forget that we won 11 straight games.
A lot of teams have been streaking. That's what basketball is. Teams get hot.
Okay, but we're one of the hotter teams, and we're the second seed in the West.
I mean, you're not one of the hotter teams right now. No,
We're the second
not.
seed in the West. So no matter how
You're
bad of a
just
cold streak we just went on,
Yeah,
we're
you
still
might
the second seed in the West.
Don, you might laugh, and maybe because I am a little biased. I think you might laugh at this,
I
but
might break down crying after this.
I low-key think a healthy Lakers team could beat the Grizz.
I think so too.
That's fucking hysterical.
I swear to God,
I think
really
they
that.
could beat them in I think they would beat them in 6.
Bro, I just saw something today. It's like if all these close Laker games that have been happening that
We would
come
be
down
the
to
like
the
4th
fourth
seed, right?
seed, fourth
Yep.
seed.
Yeah, you do realize that on our 5-game losing streak, we lost 3 of them by 2 points or less. You want to talk about losing close games? We did it out of the 5-game
Yeah,
losing streak. You're talking about we just did it 3 straight times. And out
all
of those,
teams
out
do
of those
that.
3, all 3 of those had a 2-minute fucking review saying
Well,
this isn't
Don,
go.
the reason I'm saying that, I think we'd match up well against you guys.
I think you guys match up well, but the only thing is I think, and it proved when we played. And I told Tyson, had we not shot like jackasses when last time we played the Lakers beat us last time. Had we not shot like jackasses around the rim, we would have beat the fucking brakes off of them. After going back and watching that game, bro, we had 20 more rebounds than them. 20. Mind you, they didn't have AD, so being healthy is completely different.
That's what I said.
Being healthy, but the Lakers had the same problem we have. They can't fucking shoot. That's the Grizzlies' problem. We have no half-court offense because we can't get shooters open. We are one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. But we're one of the best paint defenses. So I'm not worried about the Lakers.
I just don't see JJ stopping AD.
How can you not be worried about the Lakers when they beat you without AD? You said no paint offense. That's their whole paint offense, other than LeBron.
Because I'm not worried about them. People lose to bad teams all the time. The fucking Celtics got lost by 40 to the Thunder without SGA. They should be worried?
I mean,
it's a fucking game.
It's a game, but that's still a matchup. Could still be a matchup you see in the 7-game series in the playoffs.
Well, Lakers have to make it that far first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
They could if they stay healthy.
They could, and the Warriors could finish number 1 seed and go undefeated the rest of the year.
Okay, and just how like the Grizzlies could fall down to the 6th seed.
That could happen.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't just say, "Oh, we're not worried about them."
I'm not. I'm just speaking. I'm being truthful right now. I'm not worried about the Lakers. Truthfully, I'm just not. They can't shoot the ball well enough. I'm not saying we're going to sweep the Lakers. I'm not saying we're going to sweep any team, bro. The West is competitive as fuck. Every single one of these teams can push a series to 6. I'm not ever going to say we're going to sweep anybody. But the Lakers, I'm just not. They have the same problem. They can't shoot. They just can't shoot the ball.
Yeah, I wish this team had a little more experience. You know what other team I think
we rebound better than them. We play better defense than them. We score better than them. There's nothing the Lakers do better than us.
You're gonna say the Kings, aren't you?
Yep.
The Kings are nice. The Kings worry me because they're like the Warriors, but they shoot the fucking shit out of the rock.
Dude.
They shoot the shit out of the ball.
Them getting Kevin Huerter was like a low-key nice ass signing, bro.
They shoot the shit out of the ball. And it's scary. When I went back and watched I watched every Grizzlies game. I went back and watched when we played them. Bruh, when I tell you they started the game 12 for 13 from 3, like, you're not going to beat a team when they're on a burner like that.
I think a healthy Pelicans team would give you guys a run, too.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that.
I'd like to see that matchup. But I will say this: if you look at the first 2 games we played against them, they were Zion's least efficient game because he's not bullying Jaren like that, like he does everybody else in his league. So,
okay.
But the one thing the Grizzlies do well is when they have that play, they do the same thing to LeBron. They put Dylan Brooks out on him when they're on the perimeter, and then Dylan Brooks lets them get by, and then Jaren comes right there at the paint every time. But the thing about the Pelicans is they have better shooting.
Anyways, all right, let's jump into Donna's section for the week. Would you rather?
All right, so funny enough, it's a Grizzlies player. And my phone is blowing up. She's annoying. All right. So we're gonna do a would you rather. Desmond Bain. All right.
It's gonna be tough.
Let's clarify this real quick. So is it like, hey, I could draft him, or hey, I could build a team around him?
No, we're gonna say on the team that player doesn't have Bain. Right? The team that doesn't have Bain. Would you take the player on that team or would you take Bain on that team?
Okay.
All right. So we'll go on the Knicks. Would you rather have RJ Barrett or Desmond Bain?
This is a pretty good one.
It is.
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna be able to come with one that would even.
I would
RJ
say I would probably go Desmond Bain.
RJ Barrett plays way better defense than Bain does. He's way better defensively.
Yeah, Bain. I mean, RJ Barrett's so streaky, bro.
Yep.
And I honestly don't even think. I hate to say this. I don't think Barrett fits that Knicks team.
No, I think they need a shooter, which is what Desmond Bain is. I think it's great for them floor spacing. So
Yep.
Yeah, I think I would have to go Desmond Bain just because if I was starting a team, I would like to go with Bain because RJ Barrett goes missing on the Knicks team.
Bro,
They're not even
just tonight.
like super contender.
Yeah, tonight. I don't know what he did to Tibb or whatever, but he fucking he's out of the last 7 minutes of fourth and didn't even come in during overtime.
Yes, and it seems like sometimes he just takes a back seat and he's not even like aggressive at all. Like what do you do? What do you do tonight? 13, 3, and 2. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm a Knicks fan and like I'm looking at him to be one of our like franchise pieces, like
it's
I'm not
it's him, Randall, and Brunson. It's their big three.
now, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like last year, like think about it, like or even when they drafted him, they looked at him to be like the next big thing. Like
Yeah.
they were saying he could possibly be a better NBA player than Zion at one point.
Yeah, they were talking crazy.
I
So you guys
mean,
going RJ
a
or
lot of
Bain?
people said that. I said Bain. I'm going Bain.
Bain.
Yeah.
All right. Bain or Anthony Simons?
I'm going Bain. Simons. If I'm making a team, I'm going Bain. Bain's a lot better defensively. Simons has just proven he can score, and even this year he's been inconsistent too.
Okay.
That's tough. I think you sleeping on Simons, bro.
Nah, I'm not sleeping.
No,
I've lost
no offense to
a
Bain.
lot of money on
Yeah,
that.
but the thing about Bain is, let's say if you put Bain in, it's the answer is Bain. But if you put Bain in Simons' shoe when Dame wasn't there, I don't think Bain's doing anything better than Simons when it comes to scoring.
The thing
but that's why I said
Simons is a way better shot creator than Bain is.
All right, that's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yep.
that's what I'm
Simons
saying.
can get his own bucket.
If I'm
Exactly.
building my
Yeah.
team, I'm gonna put the right pieces in order for it to work. But I feel like Simons' defensive levels down here and Baines is a lot higher.
I'll give you that, but I feel like if you put Simons on the Grizz,
We need a shot
I
creator.
feel like he would go get a bucket for you.
Yeah,
He would actually take a lot more pressure off Ja.
Yeah.
Because you got to think the only other shot creator we have is Dylan Brooks.
Fuck that. He ain't no shot
See
creator.
what I'm saying?
But
hate him.
imagine putting like Desmond Bain on the Warriors, like a catch and shoot situation.
That's the
Like,
system,
boom.
though. That's what you.
Yeah, but that's what you just said about putting Simons on the Grizzlies.
But would you swap those players? So putting Desmond Bain
That's what I
on the
meant.
Blazers,
Yeah,
is
that's
he
what I-
doing
that's
what
what I
Simons is doing now?
Yeah.
I think he would work better in that system too, or it'd be the same because you got Dame Creighton kicking, this man
Right,
Bain
but
spotting
to
up
take
shooting.
pressure off of Dame, they go to Simons a lot to let him get his
Yeah.
own bucket.
Yeah, that's why I like, especially with their like substitutions and their rotations. You'll see.
And I'm not arguing with you, Trent, because I think I'm taking Bain too.
I'm taking.
I just think Bain is more developed. I think you use Simons in a year.
I think
or
it's
two.
close. I ain't mad at it. Yeah. I don't
Next name, Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey. That's easy for me. Easy.
It's
for
the
me.
same fucking conversation. It's a guy who can go get his own bucket.
I think it is, but I didn't know where you guys had Anthony Simons and where you had Tyrese Maxey. I think it's the exact same conversation.
It's the identical conversation. I hate to say this, Trent, but
in that system, I'm going Bain in Philly.
Yeah, but I thought we're going off. You're starting a team. Who you want?
nah, it's if I thought we established it was just like if you
I
flop
thought.
three
Yeah.
rolls.
Oh, okay.
I literally
I didn't hear that.
I said off this one I'm doing it to where like if you're looking at the team on the Sixers, would you take Tyrese Maxey or Desmond Bane? On the Grizzlies, would you take Maxey over Bane? Like
Exactly.
that's
Yep.
which one would you take on like if you were flop their teams?
Yep.
Because in Philly, I'm taking Bane. But again, in Memphis, I'm taking Maxey because I want another shot creator. And I think Maxey can do that. So
I don't know. I think I'm taking Maxey.
Maxey.
Both sides.
Well, with these specific scenarios, I'd probably take Bane. But I think the better actual player is Maxey.
Is Maxey. I think the better player is Maxey as well. Last one, and it was rushed. It was on a spot, so I'm sorry these names weren't great. Tyler Hero.
Actually, I like Tyler Hero too, bro.
You're taking Tyler over Bane?
Yeah. I think it's the same. You really put Bane on an island because I think Tyler Hero can go get his own bucket. I feel like he could actually go get 30 whenever he wants. I don't see Bane doing that.
I've watched Tyler Hero be trash.
I don't know. I mean, well, recently,
Trash.
I mean, you could say he's been trash, but why is he averaging 20 points a game?
I said recently he's been trash. What's he done the last 3 games?
I mean, he played well. He played
Tonight
well
he had
tonight. We
18.
beat the Cavs, yeah.
Nowhere near 30. What did he do the last 3 games?
30.
I'm asking.
But I'm saying we don't. But I'm saying Miami basketball, we don't need players to go and get 30. We need players to play their role, and that's what he does.
Yeah.
We need 18 from him to get us the W. We got Jimmy Butler. We got Bam Adebayo. Like we got three main scorers on our team. We don't need him to go get 30.
I look at Hero as a fucking defensive liability, though.
But 18 on 15 shots.
I mean,
it's not great. 24
shot,
on 24
bro,
on 21 shots.
Bro,
10 on 12 shots.
He's still going to get a bucket though.
40%. That's basically what the league average is right now. John Morant shoots right around 40%. That happens. You're not going to shoot 60, 50% every night.
I feel you, but you're not going to tell me that he can go give me 30 whenever he wants, and then this motherfucker's out here shooting 9 for
Score
30.
He can get 30.
I think he has a better shot at getting 30 than Bane on any given night.
That's fair. That is a fair statement. I'm not going to argue that.
But I also think he's a defensive liability, so it's kind of like take your shot.
I mean, yeah, defensively, Bane's better.
A cone.
For sure. He's not a cone, but
no,
I mean, I think Tyler Hero rebounds the ball better.
Bane's wingspan is like this.
All right, well,
T-Rex.
He got cone arms.
What's his rebounds right now? He's averaging 5. So he's averaging 5. Bane's averaging 5. They're averaging the same amount of rebounds.
All right, Tyler Hero's averaging 6. Don't do that. 5.8.
That's 5.
We round. That's 6.
Okay, then we're rounding 5.
And Bane is up. No, shut up. Like, this is why I can't stand you. Yeah.
But Bane's averaging more points. He's shooting more efficiently from the field and from 3.
That's fine.
So give him the shot attempts you're giving Hero, and it sounds like he'd have a better chance of averaging 30.
I mean, he shoots the ball, but he's not getting like a number one. We still got Jimmy Butler and we still got Bam. Jimmy Butler shot 16 times tonight. Bam shot 13 times tonight.
I mean,
they're pretty even.
Bane's our second.
I bet you Bane. Option. Yeah, Bane's definitely your second option.
Second to third option. It depends. Watching the game, if we're playing, I mean, sometimes Jaren does get that second option look, and sometimes Dylan Brooks takes that second option.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dylan Brooks be jacking, so I guess really I give you that.
Down the game plan because
sure.
I mean, shit. Jaren just led our team in shots last game. Mind you, Bane was out. Bane didn't play, but Jaren led our fucking team in shots. So, all right, and we got anything else?
And then we have Trent's Wednesday night pick'em.
Yes, sir. I said this the last time. I'm gonna say it again. Every time that we agree on the same team, I write it down, put it in a parlay, and we've hit back-to-back times. So I'm gonna do the same thing tonight.
Interesting.
Let me I actually won some pretty decent bread off that. So let me go ahead and do that again.
Money up a little bit.
Yeah, let's not do that. Like I said, it's only the games that we all agree on. But it's crazy because if you follow the pod, last week, me and John had the same picks, and we went 10 for 10. This is pretty crazy. But I fell asleep before I could put the picks in. So I was kind of hurt
Fell
about that.
asleep. What the
Sounds
hell?
like
Yeah.
sounds like Cap.
Sounds like Big Cat.
Go back, listen to the last episode, and you'll see. 10 for 10. Put some respect on it. But anyways, we got the games for tomorrow night. First game. She just had it up.
I'll put the bet in right now if we agree on it.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, it's money. All right, Wednesday night, February 1st. First game we got Wizards, Pistons. And the second team I name is going to be the home team.
So Wizards at Pistons.
Yep. I feel like this is a trap game. Really do.
I'm gonna go Pistons.
But yeah, I'm going to go Wizards. And who you got?
I'm pretty sure the Wizards are on like a 6 or 7 game win streak.
Yeah,
I
Maybe
will
should bet the
take.
snap.
Is this spread or money line?
straight money line. You ask that every week too. This man Anthony loves the spread.
I actually like the Pistons spread, but it's 6.5. I'll take. You know what? I'm taking the Pistons.
That's both y'all got Pistons. All right, I got the Wiz.
All right, I'm putting that in as a bet. Keep going.
Next game, we got Magic and Sixers. They just played the other night. We saw Magic made the mean comeback.
Yeah. Sixers
In
ain't blowing
one.
it.
In
Yeah.
one.
Sixers aren't blowing it again. Taking
Yeah,
the
I got
Lakers.
Sixers too.
Yep.
All right, Sixers. That's one game right there. We agreed on Sixers. Trailblazers, Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
Yeah, I'm rocking with the Grizzlies. 21-3 at home. I do not see them losing to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, fuck that.
So we got the Grizz. Next game, Nets.
21-3 at home. Ugh.
Fire record. You guys might have surpassed the Warriors at home.
We did. The Warriors lost
Yeah.
3 at home in a row until they beat us.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nets, Celtics.
I fucking wanted to stay away from this goddamn game.
I will be taking the Celtics.
I will too.
Feel like they lost a couple here recently. I think they're gonna get back on track, get a winning streak, trying to keep that number
Didn't they
one
just beat the
seed.
Lakers?
Yeah, but it was a close game. I'm pretty sure they lost. I think Donovan said, didn't they lose to the Thunder? Wasn't that recent?
No,
Like
it
the
was a little
past.
bit ago.
Oh,
That
that
was
was
like
a little
month
bit
ago.
ago.
That was like a
Well,
month
they
ago.
got
lost to somebody.
throttled.
Yeah,
didn't
they got.
lose. They got
That
throttled.
was like a month ago. Maybe 3 weeks.
Let me see.
They lost to a no SGA. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure no
yeah.
Giddey,
So before this, they lost to the Knicks, Heat, and Magic before they beat the Lakers.
Yeah,
So
they were on a losing streak.
yeah.
It was their first 3-game losing streak of the season.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna start bouncing back. They're gonna streak here soon. Next game we got Thunder, Rockets.
Thunder.
I think I'm there with you. I think I got the Thunder.
Oh,
Yeah, that's tough actually. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go Thunder.
I don't even like this Thunder team, to be honest with you, bro.
Don't
That
either.
Rockets team is
They're
dog
hype.
shit.
Yeah, without Kevin Porter, I just don't like
Is Şengün
that.
playing?
Yeah, I mean he's listed right here.
I will be taking the Rockets.
All right, I got Thunder.
I love that kid. That kid is nice.
Şengün, yeah, bro. What?
He's like a baby bitch ass Joker.
All right, next game Warriors, Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
Wow.
I'll be taking the Warriors.
Got the Warriors too.
But the Timberwolves are surprised me because they just beat the fucking Grizz.
Yeah, it's crazy. They got a pretty good home record. Their record at home's 18-11.
Everybody in the West but 2 teams have a positive home record.
Yeah.
And everybody in the West except for 4 teams have a negative road record. So in the West, take the home team.
Kings Spurs.
Taking the Kings.
Kings, I'm right there with you.
They're one of those teams that are just good on the road, and the Spurs are just not good in general.
Yep.
Here's a tricky team matchup. Keep going, Trent.
Raptors, Jazz.
Dude, the Raptors are awful on the road though.
And the Jazz
17.
are great at home.
Jazz 17-9 at home. I'm going with the Jazz.
Yep.
I'll do that as well.
Taking the Jazz.
Last game, it's an ESPN game. Oh, so mind you, hold on. The Nets and Celtics, that's an ESPN game. So there's 2 ESPN games. And then the last one, Hawks and Suns.
Oof.
Hawks.
I like the Suns at home.
So do I.
All right.
Taking the Hawks.
So right here we got a little 5-team parlay for you. If things stay on track, we got the Sixers, Grizzlies, Celtics, Kings, and Jazz. So if we repeat like we've been doing, got the money rolling in right there.
I do like that you have it set like that. You only take the ones that we all picked.
It's work, yeah.
Because I just saved you out of a couple. That's for sure.
Hey, talking about money, go ahead, take us into this parlay, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go over last week's results. Obviously AJ Brown sold because he's a you know what, but I'm gonna keep it PG. Everyone else hit very well in their legs.
Hey, shout out the fact that Philly was up so damn much. They took Miles Sanders and put him on the sidelines and said, "Don't go back in the game."
Dude, I really thought he was about to run away with it too.
It's about to go crazy. And then every snap, I was at a bar sitting next to a Philly fan, and I was like, "That's
You can get us next week
That's
because it's a
Scott.
little late.
That's Gainwell. That's Scott."
Hear
So
me?
happy.
But with this week, since there's no NFL, it's winding down. The no nonsense parlay, we're gonna get a little tricky with it. Seems like we'll be more doing basketball moving forward, but me being a UFC professional capper,
There you go.
I'm gonna start throwing in value plays that I really like that you guys should be nuking within our parlays
Yes, sir.
for this Saturday.
What
So
you
you're
got
saying
for us?
these are nuke-worthy plays that you're about to give us?
100%.
Love
I'll usually give you one, and I mean obviously I could be one of them tool bags who's gonna give you guys that are minus 400 every weekend.
No,
That's
we
just
can't
not
do
gonna make
that.
any
Not
money.
for the parlay. It's gotta
Exactly.
be 200 or less.
So today's, I don't understand why this guy should actually be like minus 250, minus 300. This is gonna be where the segments where I start butchering people's names. So I apologize to any European person, but I am going with a guy named Marcin Tyburo. He's minus 140. He's fighting this Egyptian guy who is all hype. He's like fat with jelly rolls and he has like a good left hand. And the guy is all hype. Marcin Tyburo is going to wrestle the shit out of him. He should be like minus 300. So
you got the scoop. You know, you're
100%.
basically James Krause, basically, huh? You're just
Except I don't train them.
cheating.
Except I don't train. Yeah.
Love
There's a couple guys I know they're like, it's a 10-unit smash, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to go here and tell you put your mortgage on it, but it's a great parlay piece.
So you know I love to bet. So what should how many units should I single bet it then? Straight bet it.
Like I was
Outside
telling
of
you,
the parlay.
I was telling you, Trent, the Japanese Conor McGregor's fighting this weekend. He's making his debut in the MMA. I would
Yes, sir.
parlay him with Marcin, and you should have a nice little play out.
So what, 5 units?
Well, I ain't trying to get ridiculed if he loses, but I'm pretty fucking confident. So this
All
would be
right, so
something.
tell me the unit size. Yeah,
My
ready.
units would probably they differ depending on my mood, but I'd probably put like a hundo on it on those two
Hundo?
factors. Yeah,
Okay.
but
That's a 10U for me.
dude, you're not. I guess no, you're not a $10 unit guy.
You said what?
You're not a $10 unit guy. You're like a $20.
I thought that's like 10%.
Oh, a unit is for what you'd put like an average, like your average bet size.
Your average bet size is your
So
unit.
my units are like
I thought
25.
it was like your bankroll percentage though.
It is. But if your average bet, it should only ever be a unit. So
Yeah.
if you're a $10 guy, that's a unit because that's what you're normally
Yeah.
betting. You shouldn't be just randomly throwing more than one unit.
I don't like 1 unit bet. Only 5 or 10 or like
So
max.
then your bankroll is bigger than what you say it is because if you start losing those 5 to 10 unit bets, you're gonna replace that bankroll in your shit.
Yeah.
I don't have to though. I don't though. That's the thing.
So then, yeah, that's what I said. I don't think you really have like a.
But you're comfortable
size.
doing it,
Yeah,
Trent.
Yeah.
Like you're
Well,
comfortable doing it.
Like your average, yeah.
Like for me, my bankroll for gambling is $1,000. If I get $1,000 in the hole, then I'm done gambling. Like once I'm down $1,000, no, but that's my bankroll. Like once I'm down, I don't feel comfortable reimbursing that.
Yeah.
Like I don't ever leave that kind of money in my shit, but I don't feel comfortable after losing $1,000 to be like, damn, I should really keep doing this. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you lost if you lose $1,000 tomorrow, you would just replace it because you're probably up more than that. So that's not shit.
Who, Anthony or me?
You. I know that's not shit to Anthony.
Well, see that's the thing, like, because like I made like initial deposits and I've just won so much where I don't withdraw like that. I withdrew my initial investment and then everything else is basically just like play
Profit.
money or
Yeah.
profit and like play money or not. If I need like a little bit, I'll bring it out. But it's like that's how I treat it.
Yeah, I would
Like
say
I
my unit side's like 25. It used to be
right.
50, but obviously you can't be getting wrecked like that. So
Yeah.
this is probably like this is probably like a 3 to 4 unit kind of parlay.
Like it.
And I would push it to like 5 or even 7 if you want to add on Islam. Just let you know.
I'm going the other way, so
Yo,
I can't do that.
anyways,
I
we'll get
can't
back
do that.
to
Yeah.
what basketball plays. What are you guys' parlay pieces?
I got the Grizzlies -4.
Grizzlies -4.
Who do they play?
Grizzlies -4, man.
We just went over to pick them.
They're playing the Trailblazers.
Just in case they forgot.
Grizzlies are at home playing the Trailblazers. Trent touched on it. 19 or 21-3 now at home. We don't
Impressive.
lose.
Didn't know
We
that.
do not lose there. Bane's looking like he can make his return, so he'll be back in the lineup. I do not think Steven Adams not being on the floor is going to impact much this game because the Trailblazers aren't a big team that likes to rebound. So we should still be just fine down there. Yeah, I like us crushing by 15. I don't think this is going to be a good game.
So what you're saying is there's a 50-point game from Dame coming tomorrow?
No, the opposite. I'm going if I really like take Dame's under tomorrow.
Ooh.
Nobody scores big points in Memphis.
Clamping. All right. Well,
I mean, the second they get to the rim, Jaren you see what I'm saying? He averages 5 blocks a game in Memphis.
for mine, I got the Joel Embiid double-double. He surpassed this last 4 out of 5 games.
And the two
I
he
think
didn't were like 9 pieces.
yeah, he had 9.
words.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it did happen like
Yep.
2 games. But yeah, I got that. I think he's gonna pick up where he left off last
What are
game.
those
You saw.
odds for a double-double? I feel like they got to be dumbass.
I don't know. I bet you. I know if you would have bet on LeBron James triple double tonight, those odds would have been high.
Yeah, it was plus 1,800 or 1,600.
It should be higher than that.
Dude, I know some guys that parlayed that with Joker triple double tonight, and they made hella cake.
Yo, Joker got it too.
Oh, he was like 28, 17, and 15 or some shit.
Yeah, he had to say put some respect on me. He had a downhill game. I don't want to say a bad game against Embiid. Embiid took 37 fucking shots.
Yeah.
But he didn't
I mean,
play
as
his
he
best.
should. That man was cooking.
Right, he didn't play his best
Dude,
against
they should have
Embiid.
won that game.
And people were talking big shit. Like Jokic was 7 for 10 the last I saw. I don't know what he finished with, but like he was shooting 70% from the field. He wasn't playing bad.
He had 20 something.
Yeah, he wasn't playing bad. So
I mean, he had a Jokic game. You know what I mean? Like,
no, this is a Jokic game.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like an average.
This
game.
is what we know him for.
And then
Right,
the
it was
last
average, and people started horning
to finish up the last leg, Johnny has the Warriors money line.
They
So,
play on the road this week. They stuck on the road.
they do,
They
but
play the Wolves, who are good at home. I don't like that, Johnny.
you
You guys both picked the Warriors, though. So y'all like that?
picked it. Yeah, I like the Warriors.
Well, it's more of a I'd rather put my eggs in my basket instead of like relying on a D'Lo, Gobert, Anthony Edwards night.
D'Lo bounce back. Motherfucker played like shit tonight. I'm glad I didn't. Glad I didn't tell. I seen this
They didn't play tonight.
They played yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday I was all over his PRA.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone told me to take his PRA yesterday, and I'm glad I didn't do that.
Cocksucker, man. He was awful.
That shit was terrible. I watched him miss a layup in the first quarter.
Yeah.
A wide open I was like, bro.
Dude, I saw that. I'm like, all right, this is the night we're getting.
I mean, what he had? He had like 10 points.
He had 10. He had like 10.
He literally did nothing.
It was bad.
All right. So that's the parlay this week. If you guys have any advice or any questions when it comes to that, leave some comments. And then I will say we'll leave this for next week, but I will tell you about the pick'ems. I have caught Donovan. And
You have the tiebreaker.
I do obtain I have the tiebreaker.
Yep.
I thought you guys were gonna disclose the jersey that I was gonna be potentially buying for one of you guys this
Yeah,
week.
I wanted I'm sitting here torn between it, so I'm gonna let you be the deciding factor, Trent, since you gotta be the one who purchases it.
Ooh.
I'm torn. It's going to be either a Terry McLaurin white Commanders jersey, because I have the maroon and I have a black already for different Washington players, or a Ja Morant Murray State jersey.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like you should get the basketball one because you don't really have a basketball jersey.
I
At
don't
least that
own
I've
I don't
seen.
own a single basketball jersey.
So I mean, that's the route I would go, but it's up to you, big dog. If you win, it's your choice. Ant, you still been pondering over there what you about to get?
Yes. So it's either going to be a Xander Bogaerts Padres jersey,
Okay.
or I want a. I was literally just looking at it. Hold on, let me tell you right now.
Look, he was already got that thing lined up.
Now I was looking at teams. I want a. Where the fuck did it go? See, things I'm a big Lakers fan, but I could really. I don't mind hard ass jerseys
Have
from.
a Do you have a Braun jersey
I have
in the
like
Lakers?
six of them. I have a AD jersey. I have a whole bunch of Kobe jerseys.
You didn't feel like getting a Westbrook one?
Well, I thought he'd be gone by now. Um, I actually want a. Where did it
He
go?
just cracked the top 10 in assists tonight. He cracked the top 10 and LeBron cracked the top 5.
Who?
Russ
Russ.
and LeBron.
I saw Russ. I mean, I saw LeBron broke 5 and then he tied 4.
Yeah, Steve
Or
Nash.
he was about to beat Steve or something like that. Yeah.
And he did. He tied.
Okay, so the jersey I want, you'll notice that the trend. I either want a Joker, Sabonis, or a marketing jersey.
I like it.
Guys that have helped me win a lot of money this year.
Straight white guys.
I like that shit.
Love it.
Straight. That's what I was thinking. He's a guy that
I
have
love
me
it.
money,
I
motherfucker.
love
Then
it.
you guys will get a Plumlee jersey.
No, I can't wear a guy's jersey when he's shooting left-handed and shit when he's right-handed. Can't be doing that.
That motherfucker's a
And
wagon.
he's a dookie.
He covers every
Don't do
week.
that.
Covers every
Yeah.
week.
Can't do that. Alrighty, so we will save the pick'ems for next week. I already think I have my pick locked in.
Yes, sir. I got mine.
It's the slimmer Kelsey brother, but we'll talk about that next week.
Oh
And
shit! So I know next week I'm not tailing.
and then we will catch you guys next week. We should be fully loaded with the roster. I will say like and subscribe, leave some comments. Shit,
Sir.
I would say even give us some picks you guys like for the weekend. I don't mind telling some parlays. We'll keep it rocking from there, and then yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
See y'all later.
Later.